Alright, Jessica, this is dude, Oink. You showed that in one of your videos, but apparently you were fully aware that he bought all 3 tickets off now to go to Casper. And he's claiming that you were championing that. So, I'd like you as a content creator, please address this, please. So, Jessica, I don't take this personally, but I watched Courtney Need's live stream, and she has some valid questions, and I had to make this because that will make me a hypocrite if I did not make this video. You understand what I'm saying? And she did have valid questions, and the one thing I'm worried about is the dude that. So apparently, the orange dude is the one that bought now all 3 tickets to Casper. And my question is like, why?
So I know how it is, Jessica Messica, talking to you when it comes to people assuming about you, right? It sucks. I don't ever want to assume shit about Jessica Messica because of what you guys say. I would like to meet her. I would like, the internet's just pissed. Yep, you're right, dude. So I had my live stream, had Jessica Messica on there, and you guys lit me the fuck up about foulness of Jessica Messica. That Jessica Messica and I are in cahoots, and we are out here to ruin Naked and Laughing's life, and we are all here to get together to harm that relationship and shit, like all of this. I got lit the fuck up about this, and this is why I'm having this live stream right now, is to clear up all of this. Any of y'all that are from Girl World, any of y'all that are new to my channel that have not known me for a fucking minute, it couldn't be the most opposite of what my behavior is on the internet. It could not be. I would love that, Dragon, for sure. Because there's a lot of things I would like to confront Jessica Messica about that she said on my panel versus today, what she's saying and what she's doing. Because it's fucking nuts. It's crazy to me. And I feel like a fucking chump that I had a panel and y'all said one thing and y'all are doing another thing. And that's what upsets me. This is probably my problem too, that I can watch a Cyrex video as much as the fucking foul shit Cyrex does, and I feel bad. And I feel bad for them. You can't come over here onto my side in my area of YouTube and fucking lie to my face that you care about Josh Saunders and you care about what's happening to him. You can't fucking lie to my face, dude. It's the one time I will call you out for doing that, and that's exactly what happened.
So Jessica Messica, I don't know what you told Courtney behind the scenes that she feels so betrayed. And coming up, this a mix of people that feel disgruntled and betrayed, but my main focus is on your relationship with Courtney Neat. And what did you tell her? Because honestly, to me, she sounds like she's hurt. She sounds betrayed. So I do not know. I'm going to be fair. And to disclose, I am Jessica Messica's member. I subscribe to her channel. So that way we have a full disclosure.
After that live stream, y'all, I'm sorry. It's telling me that Naked and Laughing going to Casper was going to be terrible and horrible. And all of the bad was going to happen if Naked and Laughing went to fucking Casper. Trust and believe. Y'all showed me endless evidence of the fact that Jessica Messica, that whole crew over there, was fucking promoting that lady to go to fucking Casper, dude. It's crazy to me. It's crazy. If she's such a bad person and she's such a fucking monster, why would y'all want her to go to Casper still? Why would you want her? What's up, Sadistic? Drag 2.
Honestly, before I didn't understand why people were upset with Jessica Messica, but now I understand it. So it turns out the same guy, Chris, who was on a panel with Courtney and Music Biz Marty. And he confessed to the fact that, without saying so many words, that they needed content, so was put up to buy not 1, not 2, but 3 tickets for now to go to Casper. I don't know if this is true or not, but I hope Jessica Messica understands, like, this is the reason why people are upset with you, because they feel like you're trying to manufacture shit. And again, Jessica, I am your member on your channel. I don't do Discord. But, so I hope that you understand, like, what's going on. Like, why people are upset. After, I think people heard this, until, whatever, live stream, and that's why they're extra angry at you. So hopefully that makes sense to you.
Now, I don't understand that. I don't understand how you would let her go to Casper. And this is the other fuck shit about how YouTube is now, dude. And maybe I'm a fucking boomer, dude. And I want the best. I expect and I anticipate the best out of people. You know, and they can smile on your face as they're driving a fucking dagger in your side. I understand that. But like, dude, do you remember the time of like maybe sending some pizzas to your house was like the worst that could fucking happen? Y'all remember that shit? Yeah, that was a time on YouTube. Like maybe the worst of what could fucking happen, dude. That's it. Now it is so far fucking gone, dude. There's none. So this is again, and just know too, like we are in an era of YouTube right now that whatever DMs, and I'm speaking to anybody who sees this and watches this and that might be a little bit too invested in what happens on YouTube and what happens behind the scenes, just know whatever DM you send in private, whatever post you make in a Discord server, none of it any longer is secret. None of it. Everything is fucking dumped out. I have strangers, dude, that I don't even fucking know sending me like straight receipts or evidence or proof of like, yeah, you know, Jessica Mesko wants now to go to Casper. Just, you know, it's content for her. She wants her to get there. Making sure she's getting a hotel, making sure she's still going. Like, what?
You guys, like I said, this is where my heart sank because I like Jessica Mesko. And what she just said right there, my heart just sank. I hope it's not true, but one way or the other, you cannot play with people's lives. You cannot play with people's hearts for content. Jessica, I don't know if this is true or not, but I'm just saying, Courtney is also claiming that she's talking to the same person that bought now all 3 tickets. And it's about ready to come up in a few on a panel with Business Biz Marty. Like, I honestly hope that you do not manufacture this story. Like, honestly,
Why? We're gonna talk about that too, Elizabeth, right? We're gonna talk about that. There's a big difference between coming online and having a facade of being better than that, or coming online and having a facade of, you know, I don't go real life, because you're going to pander to your audience is what you're going to do, right? If you've got a lot of your pay pigs and you guys that are in that side chat, let's say FFG, Elizabeth, I don't know what side you stand on, but please God, don't be a fucking fry girl. Please God, please don't, Beth. Whatever side of the aisle you stand on, you're going to pander to them, right? You're going to pander to them because you don't want to go out into public and be like, yeah, fuck yeah, dude. Marty legit will fire up a live stream, pick up the phone or Craigslist or whatever, and call motherfuckers to go pick up Chantel's mom's car. There ain't no fucking smoke and mirrors about the fuck shit that's going on over there. There's none. That's one thing that y'all gave me shit in like DMs about. Like if I spoke up or I said some shit, they'd be like, but you fucking okay what Marty does. I'm like, you're damn right. Marty's one of my oldest friends on YouTube. He's one of my closest, oldest friends that I truly trust wholeheartedly with anything that I say to him or that I do, that it will never be repeated or used against me, dude. Right? Okay, good. Sorry. And not even that I give a fuck if you don't. And I'm happy that you're here, even if you fucking are, dude. My shit with FFG is a totally other fucking stream, dude. And it's a whole other shit. But that's how they get, right? They get all crazy about that shit. You can't cross that line. You can't cross that line and go real life, right? Oh God, no fucking cow tipping, whatever. Meanwhile, as we know today, that's exactly what they do. And that's what they fucking say over there. Insane to me. So Marty being somebody that legit does that, right? Legit fucking does that. He also has a 0 monetized channel. Just remember that too. A channel that has no monetization. He does not get membership. He doesn't get super chats or anything like that. So there is a level of expectation of being on YouTube on what you can get in trouble for, what you can't get in trouble for. So that's it. Okay. I don't want to see motherfuckers coming on here acting like they don't do those things. Right. No, not saying that at all. Cause I don't know. I can't tell you, dude. And I know shit can be manufactured and screenshots can be manufactured and shit like that. But I'm just saying I am wildly disappointed that I had Jessica Mesko on the panel with Josh. Right. And then you can fast forward a small chunk of time after that. And to hear that y'all are like instigating and wanting now to go to fucking Casper, okay? He gets favorite donations for sure, 100% Scarlett. No monetization on YouTube. You have to be on YouTube with a certain like level of behavior, like keeping like following rules, following terms of service. You have to do that, right? You have to, right? 100%. It's the reason why I love the fuck out of the dude is the fact that he comes online and it is what there's no smoke and mirrors. It is what it is. That's it. Fuck yeah, Brock. I should have known that. I don't go to Discord, so I have no idea what's going on. Thank you, Liz. But you know what? It's all trash anyways. It's all trash. I'm sorry, but it's coming across as a mom is angry at her kids will not be disappointed, which is must works. Maybe, yeah, you might be right, dude. And I don't understand, Courtney. You trying to stop it with a loaded gun. You've done what you could, hun. I know. So it's like, I fucking know, dude. And this is the other side. That okay. So aside from all of us judging what we think as YouTube viewers, and I'm going to say this as a YouTube viewer, and I'll say this from you guys thinking that there's some crazy cooked up shit behind the scenes. Jessica Meska can confirm this, and I hope she does if it was ever asked, was the fact that I had only spoken to Jessica Meska a small schmidgen of time being in a Discord server that was a Chantel server, right? It was a Chantel server. Those are the only times that I've actually really interacted with Jessica Meska. She was in that server. She was getting yelled at because she kept adding everybody in the server. And Dad, that runs the server, ain't a fucking fan of that. So he was pissed off about it. So anyways, I interacted with her very, very small amount of time that was in that server. That's it. It was the only time Jessica Meska and I ever interacted was in that fucking server. So in that server, when her and I interacted, I was honest with her about, she was very new to YouTube. She just kind of came into the shit with Natter, okay? She was getting dragged because she sent her tits to Natter and her fucking some sexting videos or something like that. Who gives a fuck? I don't give a fuck about any of that. Go on, girl. Fucking do that e-thought shit. I don't give a fuck. I'm not going to judge her for that. But what I was giving her shit for was the fact that don't be an FFG, right? Don't be a French fry girl. Don't dedicate your channel to like some crazy ass snark or some crazy ass fixation on somebody on YouTube that maybe a lot of people don't like or is mentally challenged or isn't exactly all there, right? That was it. That was mainly what I said to her. I said also that Jessica Meska's got a great personality. She had a good personality about her. You're new to YouTube. Maybe you can come online and tell everybody, you know, kind of get everybody online to like you, right? Have them come and like you. And Jessica Meska is the same, if not worse than now. That is how many reactors become bigger than cows. Thank you, Nacho. Not specifically for Jessica Meska on this. Well, let's talk about FFG. Motherfucker don't get where they are on YouTube without stomping on some motherfuckers, right? Right? Right there. You don't fucking get to where you are on YouTube without stomping some motherfuckers, right? You don't come on here being this fucking simpy, oh, I just want to be cool with everybody, Courtney Knight. That's why I'm the worst fucking YouTuber ever. Because I love people. I appreciate people. I don't want to be a dick. I don't want to fucking judge people and shit like that. Nah, you don't get a fucking following of 1K every time you go live without stomping on some motherfuckers on YouTube. It's exactly what fucking happens. So Jessica Meska can confirm this. This is the only time. This is, again, addressing those that are out there that think that Jessica Meska and I are in some wild cahoots together and we planned this crazy, oh my God, we're going to take down Cobes and we're going to take down Nal. Y'all are fucking insane because that is not farthest from the truth.
You guys, I don't know what's coming down the pike, but Courtney is doing everything. She's upset. I understand that. Josh is her longest friend on the internet. And Business Miss Marty is going to come up on a panel, but I think there's something up in the works, and Courtney is doing everything she can to distance herself. So, if it was Jessica, I don't know, I would tread lightly because Marty is not happy with you. I don't know, honey. I don't know what to tell you, but tread lightly. Cobra Wars is like a cult. So, a lot of people are angry, and I understand that. I enjoy your content, but for your own safety and for your own self, tread lightly around these people. Do not fight with them. Just ignore.
Interacted with her once and one time only in that Discord server where I said to her, I was like, dude, you're fun as fuck. Like, you are, like, she's fun. And y'all can tell me if you disagree, whatever. I'm gonna tell you you're wrong. Jessica Meska is fun. She's a fun person. She's a fun person to be around. She's got y'all remember her eating the fucking cat food and shit like that? This is what I remember of Jessica Meska. Do y'all remember her rolling down the hill like Chantel? That was some fun shit, right? Hell yeah, that was way fun. I think she's super, super outgoing and fun to be on fucking YouTube. And I think that was my interactions back and forth with her. It was like, hey, dude, listen, don't be an FFG. Don't get all fixated on fucking Chantel. Don't make that your entire existence on YouTube. Because if Chantel goes away, so do you then, right? I'm like, you're fun. You're fun to be around, dude. That's what your content should be. Then whatever you talk about, dude, from that point on, people will tune in, right? And that's me not even telling her I'm a bad YouTuber. This is me telling her that as a viewer, that's what you should be on YouTube. Like, look at somebody like Black Eye TV. I just think he's got a sexy voice too, but he's somebody like that can jump around in different avenues and areas and people watch him. I don't want to fucking suck Marty's dick anymore, but that's another example. Somebody like Marty, this motherfucker can play the goddamn Imperial March for how long, dude? I sat on one Christmas Eve, dude, and I went to bed. Don't time people out. I went to bed and I woke up in the morning and he was still playing Imperial March and you guys were watching it. Why? Because Marty built a community. It wasn't just whatever he was talking about and shitting on. He built a community. And if not, maybe even some people go in there and interact, and they're in there strictly for side chat, right? I come in here because I'm gonna fuck around with Wacky Jackie. I want to play some grab ass with Kevin T, right? That's what, because he built a community that's like that, right? That's exactly. Oh my god. Somebody, it's not it's not Josh or Nal coming on here. It's not at all. For the record, I do not dislike Lone Entourage. I think her feelings for Jessica Mascara are followed by her own personal issues with her, as far as Ariel. I don't think. And Heidi, that's again where I don't like, y'all understand that everybody has like their own vested shit in this. You know that, right? Like that's when I would get all like before even Jessica Mascara came on the panel with me. You guys, like I got blown the fuck up about shit. Like Jessica Mascara does this. She touched me here. She did that there. Like it's not my. I don't care about that. What I cared about was the fact that coming on a panel saying that you have the utmost care for Josh and you're looking out for the best of him. That's my issue. That's my issue.
You guys, the next gentleman apparently is, his name is Chris. It's the guy that have been buying Nal's ticket to Casper to see Josh. And we need to get this dude to stop buying her tickets because we see what's going on right now. But anyways, in some ways, without saying it, he's gonna put everything on Jessica Mascara. Like, I'm not making this shit up. He's gonna try to put everything on Miss Jessica Mascara because he also wanted content. Like, you're fucking with people's lives and emotions. This dude needs to be stopped because, like, if now doesn't have the money to go to Casper by herself, you have assholes like this that put Josh or whoever in danger, and somebody's gonna end up in jail, somebody's gonna end up dead because of his dumbass. So we need to stop this dude, but he's gonna put everything on Jessica Mascara because he wanted content, and it is so gross. I don't understand how to like go explain this whole thing.
Jesus, dude. All right. I think you're up here now. Finally.
Hold on one second. Can you hear me right?
I can hear you.
Okay, well, I guess the best way I can put this is like I have to make a lot of people angry for this to make any sense.
Okay. You can make them angry. What do you have to make them angry about?
Well, I guess I'll just start with I consider Josh a friend. I consider Jessica making and laughing a friend. I've spent a lot of time talking to both of them. And I'm also not someone that hates Jessica Mascara. I just want to put that out there.
Yeah, me neither. Not at all.
I get what you're saying about that community post, but
Yep.
for this to make sense to anybody, I just want to just put it out there that I'm just going to have to make everybody mad because, I mean, everyone is hiding secrets from everybody. And the amount of doxing, backstabbing, cloak and dagger I cannot even describe to you what's going on behind the scenes. It is so fucking insane.
I'm sure.
And I've tried to shield everyone as best I can because no one is doing what the other person wants them to do. And it's driving everybody insane. So I think that's kind of what's going on.
Okay.
Number one, I think it's important for people to know that, yes, Jessica is there. She's sitting right next to him. That's just what it is. I'm sorry, Josh, but that's what's happening right this second. She's there. She's watching this with you. It's how I got this link.
Okay. I think everybody kind of knew that too, Oink. Like,
Well, I mean, you got a lot of people that now people that want my head on a pike because I know this stuff. A lot of Jessica Mascara's people, think I'm setting her up.
Yep.
And it's just a mess. What I want to really address is like why I want to really make this clear to everybody. The only reason Jessica Mascara knew about the flight in the first place is I wanted to give Josh a heads up. And there's a big difference between the people that are friendly with NAL and Josh. There's a sharp divide. I'm probably the only one that really talks to both. So
Okay.
I have to reach out to her to let Josh know. I mean, that's just what it is. And regarding that community post, I'm assuming you have some idea what it's about.
I do.
Yeah. And I agree with you. These are people. These are
Sure.
people. And the reason Jessica knows about that is because I was so concerned and I did not know what to do. I'm sorry. I just did not know what to do. It was so early in the morning. I have, I have something going on that I've never dealt with before.
All right.
So I asked for advice. Now, I have told Jessica things in the past. Like I told her not to release the airplane date. I've told her, tidbits here and there. And she's been very good to me. She has not released anything. Everyone's going fucking nuts. But when she put out that community post, it doesn't take too many brain cells to figure out, what it's inferring.
Sure.
Or yeah, so I did not tell her to do that. I told her you can't even hint that you know something like this. Those were my exact words. Where you can't even hint that you know something like this. But I need your help. You know Jessica, even though you're not exactly your friend. You know her very well. What should I do?
So this is a dude that bought Jessica now tickets to Casper, I guess all 3 times. And Mexico knew about this. And apparently he asked Mexico not to release anything. And I don't know, I feel like he's throwing her under the table, under the bus, or under the table, I think. Anyways, language barriers. Under the table, under the bus. And she was not supposed to do that. And I don't know, you guys, I don't know who to believe, but we know this is the dude that definitely paid for Now's tickets, all 3 tickets back to Casper. And it is crazy. And this is my last time interrupting the program, and I'm gonna let it run the rest of the time. But creators, stop trying to injecting yourself in the cows' lives. Okay? Please, let's all stop that. In the end, all these people, they are people at the same time. Let's stop that.
And that's how she knew about it.
What was her advice to you to do? Like,
I'm not even going to say what her advice was because it's not important.
Okay.
When I saw that community post, I told Jessica Messica, I said, you need to think really long and hard because, I can't control you. I'm not in control of you. I'm taking a risk sharing anything with you. I mean, that's just what it is at a certain point.
Mm-hmm.
And I told her, I said, you need to think really long and hard because I get that you're very frustrated that they're not live. They're not even acknowledging that she's there.
No content.
There's no content. And, if people recognize who I am, I've said before that I am for content. I want content out of these trips. I mean, I've said that the first trip, I said it, I didn't have to say it the second trip, but the third trip, it's just a given. I want content too. So if I feed Jessica just little bits of information so she's aware of what's going on so she can cover it better, I'm guilty. Okay. I'm guilty of that. But I told her, you need to really think long and hard. These are 2 people, I'm not in the same camp as you. I like NAL. I like Josh. I came to you for advice and I told you not to even hint at it. So I get that. What I think the only solution to this is for NAL and Josh. I don't even know it's possible to go live, but you need to make a video with both of you sitting in front of the camera and you just need to confirm what she said because I don't think it's right. I mean, I'm not going to debate morals or ethics or anything like that, but it's just going to diffuse the situation because you got people on NAL side that want to hunt down people that know anything. You got people on JM side that are, door dashing people and all kinds of shit. It's getting out of control.
So how did you get to where you are? I don't know, like how did you get to that point of where you are right now with these guys?
I guess my position is like I really like both of these people, Josh and
You're like
Jessica.
a viewer. You just watched them for a while. You're a viewer.
Yeah, it's kind of past that. But I know. I mean, I spent a lot of time with Josh over the last 6 months, and I know, whether they get back together or not, I know he really likes her. I know he does.
Yeah, for sure.
And he said it recently. He's, I'm abreast of what they're doing recently. I just wanted one last chance for them to work it out because they were not talking at all, not at all. So, and like, there's a lot of people that think like, okay, well, I'm sending someone over there to kill him or whatever. I mean, that's like a crime to like send like a hitman to kill. If I thought that's what was going to happen, trust me, that's not something I want to be a part of. So from my standpoint, I just wanted them to try to work it out. If they don't, that's fine. And just get a little bit of content. I knew it wasn't going to be a 1 or a 2 the first 2 times. I knew that going in just on the circumstances, but I think everyone is just so content starved that everyone is going crazy.
So like you said, you wanted content. So like you just wanted to watch these guys. Like you enjoy watching Josh, you enjoy watching Nal and Jessica Messica and the big hot mess that you're.
Well, I these are 2 people that are online. These are 2 people that make a living online. I'm not going to say they're obligated, but I think they really have a fan base that wants to know what they're doing.
For sure. All the time.
All the time. I mean, I'm agreeing with you. Like this community post is probably not something that should be shared. I don't think it's everything, but just to post a video, hey, I'm in Casper, maybe, not show Josh or, Josh makes a video.
But by you sharing it with Jessica Messica was because like you genuinely were concerned. Like you thought Josh was going to hurt now? Like, or that like it's just crazy right now? No.
And you have to also understand, I've been like blackmailed. I've been threatened. I've been doxxed. A lot of information that's come from me has been like under duress as well. I mean, some of it is, I'm handing off some stuff that I think, like, you know, if they pop up live one day, it'll help her, you know, explain to the audience what's happening or what she thinks is happening. But like I said, a lot is happening behind the scenes that is just, I tried to shield everyone from it. I mean, I'm getting a lot of heat, like myself.
I'm sure, dude. I don't know who the fuck you were. I was like, who's paying for these flights? Who's paying for all these tickets? I assumed you had a channel. Like, that's the only thing I could think of is that you would have a channel that you want content. That's it, you know?
I don't have one related to any of these subjects, but I guess that's besides the point. I just really want to say, like, I hear your point about this community post, and I'm trying my best. I really am, but someone has to help me. These guys have to get in front of a camera and quell the people on the NAL side, the people on the JM side, and then we can just go back to making content. We can go back to speculating. But all this,
you're saying everyone knows that she's there.
Well, people assume that, but they have no proof, and then that creates tension with all these viewers. You just had, I don't know, 2 hours dogging JM like she's, you know, manufacturing stuff. You know, it's super.
It's not necessarily dogging, Oink. It's just, I'm saying that, like you just said in the beginning, these are people. You know what I mean? And that we're so heavily invested in everything that's happening, and we're putting fake restraining orders out and saying shit to, like, get Nal to come out of the hiding, and, like, it's crazy. That's where like, at the end of the day, I'm afraid of, like, what could happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, what if someone gets hurt? What if they hurt themselves? Like, I've seen very volatile and deep, dark stages of Josh. Like, I don't want people online to cause that, you know?
And if Josh ever gets on panel with you again, I hope he would tell you what I've done for him. I've done a lot for him.
Have you ever talked to him directly?
I talk to him directly all the time. I've told him repeatedly what was happening before. If he didn't believe me, or I felt like I wasn't getting through, I had people from JM's side tell him what was happening. Okay. I've been in contact with him since she was in.
Okay, Jessica, please don't take it personally, but I can see why people think you orchestrated the whole thing. To you might sound ridiculous, but you also have to understand to other people why it is plausible, because what that Greg dude or Orange dude, he paid for 3 tickets of her to go to Casper. Why is he doing that? And he keeps on claiming that he knew about it. So this is why a lot of people are angry with you. You know what I mean? But anyways, Business with Marty is about ready to join the panel. And that's why this is the last time I'm interjecting with my commentary. I'm just going to let the rest of the stuff play through. And that's it.
Casper.
Yep.
What's up, Marty?
Yo.
Go ahead.
No, yeah, I mean, people have always said that, like, Josh is like this terrible guy and deserves all this hate, and I've just, like, never seen it. You know, he seems like an all right fellow.
I think that's probably an accurate description. I think there's a lot of casual people that follow Josh that really could be swayed by something. That's my problem. You know, there's a lot of hardcore people that, like, can, like, you know, read in between the lines, and, you know, they know the past behavior and they know his afflictions. But Josh is a very popular guy, and he has a lot of casual viewers, and that's where I feel it's unfair to him if something like that got out.
Like, unfair because what? You think, like, whatever is going to get out is going to sway people to feel some sort of way?
I would assume so.
Like, it's subjective in what?
It's to be real honest with you, like, it's so objective that there's no question in it. There's no questions. So that's the problem with it. It's like,
well, I watched Marty fucking knock Cyrax out, and at the end of the day, I still defend the fact that Marty didn't want it to happen, and it wasn't something that he was being the aggressor of. It was because Cyrax fucking attacked him. But I get slayed for thinking that. So a lot of things are subjective, especially when you're only hearing it from one standpoint. So if you're just hearing either said audio on it, yeah, it's also like you don't know what the precursor was before that. Like, hey, you know, maybe somebody punched me in the nuts or fucking did something crazy, you know?
For what it's worth, I would kick Ricky Berwick's head in for like $10,000, you know, and wouldn't even think twice about it.
You're horrible, dude.
I mean, I don't know if anyone out there can make that happen, but, like, I would totally do it.
You're such a monster.
I would absolutely do it.
Horrible.
I think this Jessica Meska is a huge slag. She's like a busybody, you know. I don't know how she has all the time in the world for this, especially when she has kids. I was listening to the NA meeting shit where she went there and, like, recorded it, and that seemed like pretty fucking terrible. I don't know. I mean, the woman hasn't been fucked in a decade. I guarantee you that. I don't know.
Boink, how did we get where you are with all of this? That's what I'm saying. Like, what happened, dude? How did you get? Like, at least I got a channel, and I was hanging out with these idiots prior to me even having a channel. I just went on panels and shit like that. That's how I'm invested in this crap. How did you even get here? How'd you find these guys?
I mean, I was a casual Josh viewer for a long time. I actually followed Marty for, like, years before, like, I got into it. So, like, yeah. So,
I heard you got doxxed. For one, like, I can tell you this. Like, I don't know anything about that. Like, I don't know how that happened.
I heard you got blacklisted by you guys.
Yeah.
Fucking Martyverse.
What happened?
Well, I'm just gonna tell you, like, I think it's like part of the game. You know what I mean? Like, what other deterrent do you have from, like, just, like, people doing this? You know, you got to have some deterrent. So I'm not, like, crying about it. I think it's a good thing that, like, we have some deterrent from bad actors that really don't want to ensure anyone's safety or whatever. But no, that's why on the first visit, I really didn't understand why everyone was so upset that I like helped her get to Casper, because like I would watch Marty and I just thought that was how like content went. And I was kind of like ignorant to a different viewpoint.
Well, so even like beyond content, I think that like, uniting these two lovebirds and helping him break his dry spell, like people have a problem with that?
I think they do. I mean, I think it's the best content, one of the best like content, especially the first or second trip. I mean, it was so good, but people are really mad at me for it.
No, I mean, look, like if Cobra didn't want that to happen, he could have stopped her. I understand she's like kind of she's not like a saint by any means, but like the guy hadn't been laid in God knows how long. Like hindsight's 20/20 always, but I think at that time, 100% of the time, he would have done it, and everyone was all for it. Like you can't be like a Monday morning quarterback and go over everything. And hindsight's 20/20, but if people want to like be a dick to you, that's crazy to me. I
appreciate that, but I mean, to be honest with you, I thought I was doing the guy like a favor. I mean, she's a pretty girl. I mean, got laid. I don't know about the pretty girl thing, but come on, Marty, come on.
Okay, all right, she's come on. Okay, all right, sure.
So, and I want people to know, like, I've spent a lot of time on the phone, countless texts with this woman. She really does like Josh. She's not using him for money. I mean, maybe that was like some kind of motivation, like all women. But I'm telling you, I know her. She really likes Josh. Josh is a little bit, apprehensive. His trust has been broken, especially recently. But for a while, they were actually very happy together. And I don't know why people are mad at that.
I think she likes the attention more than anything, to be honest. But that's just I don't know. I don't watch enough to really have like an educated opinion on it.
I think that's a big part of it. I'm not going to deny that.
Fair. But if people want to scold you for hooking them up and like allowing them,
you hook them up.
Well, no, I'm saying like enable them to, and I don't mean it's a bad word. Yeah, I don't see anything wrong with that. Like either as like a human being, like wanting the best for Josh. I think that's good. Even just for content, I think that's objectively like the right move.
And I don't think that people that insert themselves because they want content, like years of like people buying Cyrax, like a flash hat that says fuck Marty and shit like that. Like that's what people do. Like people that are watchers and viewers, they insert themselves and do dumb shit. Totally get that. I just can't believe you bankroll though. Flights are expensive, bud. Like that's crazy. Like that's a lot of money, no? Right?
Yeah, sure. It's it's not cheap to do all this, and like I just want to direct this at Courtney. I wanted to finish my point before. I've told Josh almost every day since she's been there that if you want to kick her out at any time for any reason,
do it.
Just do it, and I'll take care of it. So I just want to let people know, like,
no shit. Okay.
He's not like forced to be, housing her. I mean, that's just not the case.
How is this guy getting a bum rap? Like, I don't understand it.
Like, I don't know. I mean, it seems like everybody's mad at me. Like Cobra people, now people. It's just, I think you're muted, Courtney. I can't hear you.
It's because you have control, dude. That's it. It's like a big whole thing of like control over said narrative because you have like, and this is where again, and I could be wrong, Oink can saying this, but like people were just saying that like, oh, Jessica Meska's super fired up. She's gonna dox this dude because he's not producing content, which is insane.
Yeah, that's probably I mean, if she can, she will.
Well, I mean, I've never been done wrong by JM. Like anything I've told her that I really, I want you to like not disclose this. She's done. I mean, I'll give her that. I don't want to disparage her like that.
Good. And I don't think she's a bad person either, dude. That's what I'm saying. I think she just lost her way with the fucking hype of this Nal shit. Like, that's it. Like, I watched Jessica Meska way back when in The Jump when she was, like, of nobody on the internet. Just, like, some weird beard that ate cat food. And I thought she was entertaining as fuck. That's what I'm saying. Like you don't want your whole existence to be this fucking lady now that's so volatile that could just fuck off any minute. And then what are you fucking left with? Freaking out because she hasn't been live in a week? Like, fuck.
I mean, that happens. Like, if you do this as a source of income, like, sometimes they're going to not want to.
You will not get anything correct.
Yeah.
Correct. And that's where Wink, you're probably a fucking target because you're like, you could fucking control this narrative. Like once, like the who controls that narrative holds all of the power and all of the shit on YouTube. Always.
I wish I could control stuff. I mean, what I'm saying right now, I doubt they'll even go live. I doubt they'll get on camera. I'll have fucking a lot of people pissed and they'll start doing stuff that is probably worse than what I'm trying to prevent right now. So if I had any power, I mean, I'd like to use it.
Has anybody fucked with you in real life and shit, Wink? Like they're like,
I mean, not yet, but I mean, I'm sure people will try. I mean,
call your mom and tell her about your fucking business on the internet.
That's gonna be like the best part is like, telling my elderly parents, I follow like this like goth guy and like a girlfriend.
I went home to fucking Connecticut last week and I tried to explain to people. They're like, why are you still watching the dude with the weird skullet?
My mom she's grown to love Cyrax.
She likes Cyrax more than anybody.
Yeah, but who can't love him, man? I mean, he's so lovable.
Well, they were not very, they were wondering who's this guy screaming racial slurs.
Like, do you remember, Marty, though, when they were more concerned about Tonic than they were Cyrax?
Yep. And, it's a reasonable thought.
Jesus Christ.
But yeah, I mean, obviously, like, Jessica Meska's a weirdo. She's got a bunch of weirdos behind her. I wouldn't be surprised if, like, they do weird things. Just deny it. You have no idea what they're talking about. Like, it's whatever.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna say like I haven't experienced weird things where I suspect that she's behind it. I can't prove it, so I'm not gonna put it out there. But
yeah, can't prove it. Yeah.
Well, like, what kind of things?
I'm not going to say, but like I've told Jessica that,
Pizzas, like pizza boys,
no,
Grinder boys,
it's a little bit worse than that. But I've told Jessica,
swatting.
I've told Jessica. I've
Yes,
talked to her
I
about
think
it.
yes. Like, what's worse than swatting? Is it in between those things? Like,
Oh,
what are
I
you
didn't hear
talking
swatting. No, I haven't been swatted, and
Okay.
it would be very difficult to swat me.
about? So it's worse than
Incredibly
pizza.
difficult.
Worse than pizza boys. Like what's plumbers? Like what are you?
Pizza.
I don't think they're that dedicated.
Scrappers?
You know,
Scrappers
it's hard to spot a homeless guy.
They're homeless, but you can buy
Yeah,
tickets.
man.
Okay. I mean, maybe it's time to get like your priorities in order. You know, like you seem like a good guy. But
You know, I'm trying to get out of the homeless shelter, but all my money is going to this nonsense.
So, all right. So before anybody slays you, Oinkers, for being this dude that like is like scripting some shit or whatever, you're just a viewer that likes content, I'm assuming, right? It's like donating to your favorite person online or whatever. Like, it's not like